Hi, I'm Aaron at 1maybe2 Retro. Thanks for joining me. If you have a look, we have another Commodore 64. This is the last bread bin that I purchased over the last few months. I think I got this in late June. It's the last one I have to go through before the world of Commodore. This is going to be quick and easy. I have already validated and used this for testing the other two bread bins where I was able to resurrect one with 8-pin video. It was a 256-407 motherboard, 256-407, 250-407. I had to go back and double check. It doesn't have a working SID, and I have some on order. But let's put this one through its paces, make sure it's nice and clean, and can continue to be a valuable test bed. And we'll do some chip temperature readings, and then we have some minor repairs that have to be done to this, I know, because if you recall, this keyboard, with this really pretty sticker that came off of it, I don't even think it's the same color. It's just, it's in gross shape. And so what we might actually do is swap the board for the other. Steal the cursor key because it's a pretty close color, and we'll have fully harvested from our parts board. Again, another useful tool. The only thing I'm really concerned about, and I don't want to do this necessarily with this, is if you're reading it like I'm reading it, that this unit was made in Canada, and this is special to my heart. I'm a Canadian. Love being a Canadian. Love the fact that we had Commodore 64s manufactured in Canada, and it was one of the first 300 ever manufactured in Canada. So I don't want to jeopardize the serial badge here either, but certainly, at the very least, this needs to be cleaned. And this is the other cool thing. Again, for your reading pleasure, if you can, here, just make sure that this was sold in Ottawa, Ontario, which is where I happen to reside. I've been here since the year 2000. Love the town. There's other issues with this case. You can see the clips are broken. This one's just about to go. Yeah, it's not in great shape. So what I might try to do is see how well the colors match here. And maybe only swap maybe only swap the top. But when we look at, wrong one. When we look at our donator, not too bad in comparison. Like that. And of course we can harvest the key from the other. Keyboards look almost identical for color and fading. Yeah, I think we might just take the top shell and replace the key. So that's what we're doing today. Yep. Yeah, I'm almost sure. And yes, this is our donator board. We have some other parts that could be harvested from this. It's really too bad. Maybe one day I will try to dig in and really figure out what's wrong with it. But for now, it's save it for later board. Use it later board. I don't know. It's a something board. Okay. So first things first, let's test the rest of the system, make sure we have a known good working system here. This has to go like this. I know. The only downside to this is it's a 5-pin revision A board again. We're going to get some test errors, which at least now I know I'm fully expecting. We did see this SID get tested in the other video. I'm going to use my 5-pin here, which means I need to swap audio and video. So that's white here, green here, input select. There we go. I'm just going to test to go to blue screen right now. And survey said, oh. Well, you know, at least that's an expected issue when you don't plug it in. Okay, blue screen test. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Gray screen test. Okay, well, I think that's an input issue. Let's, there we go. There's our blue screen. Let me go back to just composite there. There we go. So that's my retro scaler. An issue with the retro, well, it's not an issue, but it auto selects. It was auto selecting the S-Video chroma coming out when I had both composite and S-Video enabled. So blue screen good. We'll plug in our test cartridge. We'll run a test. Oh, I need my serial IC here. All right. We'll let this test run. Now you can see the jail barring that we're getting. You can see the blurry artifacts on a lot of the screen. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a Rev A board. Sadly, this is to be expected. Be careful of that. Yeah, this is standard issue problems with the Rev A's. They have poor video. They don't have the reset circuit. At least this one has the factory bodge. And all these are working. And there's our working SID. It's going to report that the SID is bad. Sometimes it will report that one or the other U1 or U2 are bad, or 6526s, aka the CIAs. It may even report that the PLA is bad, but that is primarily due to, I believe, these two resistors here, as I learned, created erroneous errors in this test cartridge, and they don't need to be replaced. So while this is going, we've got a good positive test. Let's do some temperature setting readings here and see if anything's really heating up. And hopefully, you and I will be able to read these as I start to catalog all these Commodore 64s and what their temperature variances seem to be. So look at that. That's the PLA. 42 degrees. That's Celsius. Sorry, Canadian. Yeah, tedious process, but one day I'll start publishing the numbers, and that will give us some empirical evidence to what is really the temperature variance that needs to be there and what seems to be in normal operating levels. I looked for somebody doing this online. I couldn't find anybody that was doing this. Looking pretty good all the way across. I think this big boy usually has a nice amount of heat coming off of it too. Yep, we're looking pretty good here. Okay, so the main board works. Now it's really about me struggling with a gajillion screws to gain access to one key. One key. On two different keyboards. Can you tell I'm not happy? Welcome to my journey. Okay, oh yeah, and we're going to harvest the, yeah, because this, well, this one's good, but I still need the key to make it really good. That's a shame. Time to start digging. Okay, we'll take the test harness off this. Wow, that didn't turn off. I don't know what I did there. There we go. Clickety click. Good key harvesting. Gosh darn it. Am I going to have to... Really should do this. This one's got problems with it. So... Now, this is a new tool. A little bit of an unboxing here. It's supposed to be a really nice keycap removal tool. And you watch, it probably won't work with older computers. Oh, here we go. And survey says, nope, no worky with older computers. Well, it's got a backup. Look at this. Oh boy. That worked. That's the key we... That's the key we want. Time to dig into this. Thank you, donor board. Where do I have a little pocket lid here. Hopefully, this won't be as painful as it looks. And I bet you you're all like, hi, Aaron, this is as painful as it looks. Oh. Now, am I gonna swap the case as well? Oh. I mean, the sticker is cool, but it doesn't provide any functionality. I don't think it provides any intrinsic value. Oh, dirty. This could use a good cleaning. Remind me to check the LED when we're done here. And I need a tool. Not that kind of tool. No, that's the wrong kind of tool too. All right. Now, this is really cool. Oh boy, dirty. It's got plaster in it. Is a small one. Wait a minute. Why am I using this crap? I got better tools than that. Pardon-moi. Excuse me for a moment. Here we go. Better tools. Better tools. Better tools. Where's my recycle bin? Oh, there's something extra in here. What's going on? Ooh, don't want to lose the instruction manual for the dual featured key puller or jobber. 2-in-1. Recycle. Pile of papers. Small keyboard size screw driver. Too big. Feels big. Let's go one smaller. Here we go. Whee. Whee. Now, I used to do this with my old Commodore 128 when I was three plus decades ago. And hated it then and hate it now. But for the lucky purchaser of this system, they are going to want, maybe I'll keep this one for myself and sell the low number one. I mean, this is a prime candidate for me to try and install the LumaCode module that I have. Interesting. LumaCode module. Should that be today? I'm supposed to have it in a system. Maybe I'll do the reset fix on this as well. And the LumaCode will bypass the need for me to do any other mods to this. I think. Oh yeah, let's try that today, shall we? Let's do LumaCode. Ooh, that screw is really loose. It feels like somebody's been in here before. All right. Keyboard open. And am I sleeping here? Okay, well, that explains why this keyboard shift lock wasn't working. Holy tamale. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, so that wasn't working because, that wasn't working because the shift lock wasn't hooked up. This board looks in really good shape, though. It's almost a shame to harvest the key from it. But yeah, somebody had this apart and was trying to correct something, and they never resoldered the two lines that should go there. Okay, donor board, thank you very much for your service. Yeah, we'll put the broken key in it so that at least somebody can type. And in comes, so yeah, so this is, they never resoldered these, which is really too bad. Huh. Well, I'm hoping because the key, they never resoldered these. I'm hoping that because the key that we're replacing is right here on the other side, we're going to be in really good shape to just kind of lift and squeeze the replacement post in there without having to do too much else. But now, yeah, I don't have to worry about making the decision to replace this yet. See, this is the good case, the good keyboard, but only one key missing. So let's put that back there. Good case. Not so good case. Put that over here with its buddy. All right, bag keys over here. We want to open this up. Okay, I'm just going to do this. I really don't want to desolder these. I don't want to desolder this. It looks like it's never been entered, and that's good. There we go. Now, very gently, lift up. Which one's the broken one? That's the broken one. Oh yeah, I think I can do this. Oh, you guys aren't going to be... Oh, maybe you can see it with this camera over here. Let's see. Yeah. If I do this, see, I can get at that key, no problem. All right. There we go. Broken key out. Key post, pardon me. New key post in, I think. There we go. Good. Our joints are still good there. I'm just going to flip this over. I think that feels about right. Let's put our cursor key on here. Yeah. Nope. That's not right. Something's wrong there. What's wrong? Huh. Why is that so low? I know why that's so low. Dope! The spring that I took out. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Well, we're going to worry about that after I get this thing reassembled. Why is it not working, Aaron? Because I took it out with the spring. Oh boy. Learning curves, aren't they wonderful? What can I say? As I said, this is my journey, and you're joining me on it, and you're going to enjoy it. Maybe. Oh, I can't. Anyways, this stuff I'm going to fast forward through unless I say something really smart and funny, at which point I will cut it out and put it in the outtakes. Ta-da. Okay, as I was saying, how on earth did I get... Oh, there we go. Do I want to pull all these and give it a nice quick clean? Oh, putting them all back sucks. You know what I'm going to do? Here we go. And I know I have the screws there. So I'm going to do this like this. Don't lose my spring. There we go. Nice little blowout. Hi guys. Nice little blowout. That helps. Need a shop rag, which I have something that's good enough here. I'm just gonna give all the edges a clean, you know. Might as well while I got it open. Nobody has to do it again then. Maybe I should take this and give it a bath. Well, I hate fixing what ain't broke, so if I can avoid giving a bath to any components, I should take it. And I mean, they really aren't that dirty. Like, it's a relatively good shaped keyboard. I mean, it's got some dirt, and when I get it back on, I'll take some disinfectant to it. But this key is a little dirtier. There we go. There's our spring. Yeah, so when you're taking out the keys, remember there's springs. And the springs are that. And we now have a working keyboard. Okay, now the question is, do we replace this case or not? I'll be right back with that answer. I'm back. I've reassembled the other keyboard and made you a beautiful ASMR video that you really wanted to see. And in doing so, I realized I must have missed one screw. And here we go. That would have been too bad. We now have a working keyboard. Or, well, I haven't tested it yet, so that's our next step. We're going to test that. Let me just put my mini tools away here because I'm trying to keep this desk clean for you guys. Just put that over there. Here's our test bed. Where is our... Here is our refurbished computer. Where is our donor? This is the good one. So it doesn't have the sticker. I may try and transplant that sticker just because it does have a broken leg here, but it has its back pegs, and yeah, don't want to put this in backwards. So, I mean, it's going to save me from having to okay. Obviously having trouble doing two things at once. Maybe it's going to save me from having to take the other board out of the bottom shell that has the serial number on it, which, you know, in my opinion, is important. I mean, it's part of the charm of owning an original 64. I mean, you know, heck, we all know we can play these video games on an emulator that... Oh, did I just screw that up? Yep, I did. Oh, Aaron. Okay, let's hopefully, because I was being gingerly, we get to, yep, okay, that's solid. Oh, don't lean it that way. Learn from me. Learn from my mistakes. Oh. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's got to find a better donor board at some point, but for right now, hear that click? Don't like that click. Oh, Raggy. That one's kind of loose. That might explain why there were only a few in here. Would like to make sure that there's a screw here. From our donor board, we have a couple of these board screws that will probably do the job. Yikes. Well, I mean, yeah, I know I'm taking a case screw. But one of these had, well, they both had these screws in them. It would behooved me to watch what I was doing. Nope. Okay, I've made the best out of this mess of screws. And I hope the other one takes the long ones better. I do have this screwed in. Okay, I do have all the screws on the board here. Okay, so back to, let's test our new keyboard and case cover with our computer. And to do this, oh, look at this. There we go. I would say that's a pretty good match. I mean, like, this is a little more yellowed, but let's see what happens after I clean it up. I'm gonna take a leap of faith here, and I'm gonna close this one up. There we go. Oh, I'd really like to find a way to re-glue this. I think I know what I'll do with that. Okay, moment of said truth. Let's our video, put in our crappy video. Let's put in our power. Let's turn it on. We have a glowing LED. Okay, so our first test is going to be a blue screen test. Let's start recording here. 3, 2, 1. Hey, we have a blue screen. Key. Basic functionality of the key works. Shift lock. Works. You know, I hadn't noticed that this shift lock has a ding in it. Candidate for removal. And let's have a look at this shift lock. This shift lock looks clean. I mean, it's got a little more dirtiness to it. I think we'll keep the chip. It's got character that way. So I've set this card up for our keyboard tester. 3, 2, 1. And we figured out sound, so you guys should be hearing each one of those key presses. I can see that it's happening. Excellent. Shift. Shift works. Shift lock works. Good. Oh. Yeah. Nice. Lots of keyboard inputs. Let's test it. Nice and responsive. It's a little flat. Last. Nice. A much nicer keyboard. A much nicer looking unit. I got to get rid of some of this gum here. But once I clean it up, I think it's going to make a new owner really happy. This is great. Another Commodore 64 bread bin doesn't bite the dust. And this is the one with the working SID. You know what? I put the cover back on. But I did say that this one's going to be the LumaCode work. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is great. We have another unit. Of course, many of you probably realized I didn't put the RF shield back in. But don't worry. In our next video, I'm going to be going back into this unit, and I'll have to pull the VIC-2 to be able to use our LumaCode. And we're going to see a drastic improvement in video quality in this, as far as I know, without doing any soldering and no cutting of traces or anything like that. Perfectly fitting for a Rev A, and then likely going to do an upgrade with 1000K resistor so that the reset works properly. Okay, thanks for joining me at 1 Maybe 2 Retro. We'll see you next time. Cheers.